Okay, so this is the second time I'm recording this because the first time nothing got recorded. I hit record and I took up the memory card before I hit stop recording and it was all gone. Let's restart. Yesterday I ran my first ever full marathon. That is 42.2 kilometers of running in the desert. It was 2 loops and it was a beautiful run. I finally ended my marathon curse because every time I tried to run a marathon, something would happen. I either got injured or it was cancelled or once actually missed it. Yeah, point being that something would always happen. And that kind of sucked. But I finally got it done. I finally did the marathon and that was pretty cool. So the race began at 6 a.m. The first half, which was 21.1 kilometers, went by like a breeze. I had this mentality, this do or die mentality that I was gonna finish this marathon no matter what. But going towards half of the race, I said, all right, that's it, I'm done. I feel good now, I'll stop. I'm kind of tired, kind of bored. So I sprinted with a friend of mine for the last around 5-6K. We actually went all out. I was running fast because in my head, I was like, all right, that's it, I'm done. But then my friend Amir sees me and I tell him, hey, listen, dude, I'm gonna finish and I'm gonna get my bike and follow you till the end of the marathon. He says, what are you doing? No, man, you're gonna finish this with me. I'll run with you. So he kind of gave me that motivation and stuff. So I continued running with him. The second half was kind of boring. I got kind of thirsty and so on. Getting in some water. He's the water boy. He's doing a great job. So as I was running, I met this, and I met Superwoman and Superwoman and this other Superwoman. It was a great, fantastic crowd and community. I then met this guy called David. I'll never forget this dude. This guy he's in his mid-50s and he was running, he wasn't running, he was kind of jogging it. And I ended up talking with him. I told him, hey man, I'm finding this kind of bored. How about you? And he looked at me and he said, bored. I told him, tell me about your perspective. Maybe then I can see this marathon in a different perspective. So he told me, I'm living right now. This is living. I just did a marathon last week. And the week before that, I did 100K. And the week before that, I did another marathon. And this guy, he was injured. He fell down and his knees were bleeding. One of his knees were swollen and he just kept pushing. He said that this, for him, this is life, this is living for him. And I told him, don't you feel uncomfortable? He told me, I never asked for comfort. If I wanted comfort, I'll be sitting at home. I'm not doing this for comfort. And he just blew my mind. Since then, I just saw the marathon in a whole different perspective, with a whole different view, and I kind of enjoyed it. So I walked a lot with him. We walked, we jogged again, we walked, we jogged, and I was just going with him. I just kept him company. But in the last 10K, I got this energy and I told him, is it okay if I take off? He said, if you're not gonna take off now, it's never. Now is the time that you take off. So I just left. I just went and I kept on going and going. The last 5K were the longest 5K of my life, but also the most beautiful 5K that I have ever run. It wasn't scenic. It wasn't it was dry and kind of hot, but the 5K that finished my marathon. I just kept on pushing and pushing, and I pulled out any negative thoughts or feelings, and then I thought of the whole marathon. And this marathon was in the memory of Nicolas, who's unfortunately not with us right now. And I was alive. I had an opportunity to run. And I was thinking about a little bit of calf pain, a little bit of foot pain. Maybe my back was a little bit sore. Was that the problem that I had? Really? Was that really the problem? So I just pushed and pushed and pushed. The last K though, when I could see the finish line, you know how people tell you, I see the finish line. I thought the exact opposite. Oh my God, why does the finish line have to be that far? I don't think I have a K in me left. I almost walked that. But I went up on autopilot. I just switched off and just keep on going on autopilot. I was hydrated. I ate pretty good. Had some raisins. Dave was so kind to pass me one of his gels, and I was fine, really. Nothing major wrong with me. I wasn't injured. I was just uncomfortable. So I got comfortable with that. I made peace with my uncomfortableness. That's even a word. So I just kept pushing and yeah. And I finished my first ever marathon. Wow. I finished my first ever marathon and it was beautiful. I want to thank God and thank Amir for being at the right place at the right time and for talking sense into me, and Bahrain Roadrunners. They are a beautiful community. Sure, there were some naysayers and a lot of people who doubted that I would finish it, but hey, thank you so much for being there because you were part of the push. And this is gonna be my last race of 2017. This is the time where I get to spend time with my kids and family, and I'm never gonna stop training, exercising, and playing because it's all play and moving my body. And that's how I got to where I am right now, by just playing and exercising, eating well, drinking, hydrating, and drinking water. Oh, and drinking a lot of smoothies as well. So thank you everybody for your continuous support, and get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because life is not all about comfort. It's about adventure, craziness, and really good stories to tell. See you next video. Bye bye now. Oh yeah.
The entire way. I don't slow down, I just pedal hard. You know they go down hills? Yeah. I pedal hard. You go uphill? I pedal hard.
To save the world. Superwoman!
My superheroes.